Hey, what's up guys? How's it going? This is Movie Lad's Movie Land. I'm the movie lad. Talking about Wildlife today. Let's get into it. Wildlife is the story of Joe as he's a 14-year-old, and it kind of examines the way that he takes in his parents' failing relationship. Let's chat about it. So I heard about this movie and then I sort of forgot about it, and then the other day I was like, I want to go see a movie, and it was one of the only ones that had like a time that worked out with my schedule, and I was like, oh, I wanted to see that. So I went and saw it, and I liked it. I didn't love it, but it was cool. Point number one, how was my experience? The movie is very meditative, it's slow, and it's sort of confusing, but by the time I was leaving, I think I understood it a little bit better. The movie really is about that feeling of being a kid and not necessarily understanding why the adults in your life are behaving the way that they are. Because, yeah, Carey Mulligan delivers a really great performance, but ultimately the protagonist is Joe, the kid. He's the main character. He's the one whose story is being told to us. So it was a really cool kind of point of view. And while there were a couple things while I was watching the movie that made me go like, wait, that doesn't make any sense. When I left, I was like, maybe that's the point. So I liked it, but a little bit head scratching while I was watching it. Point number two, is it original? Yeah. I think it's based on a book I saw. Also, this is Paul Dano's directorial debut. Well done to Mr. Paul Dano. I think he did swell, and I look forward to seeing more from him. Point number three, how is the acting? Ed Oxenbould is the young man that plays Joe, and he's fantastic. He's really, really good, really sensitive. Carey Mulligan, as I mentioned before, lots of people are going nuts over this performance, and it's super good. But like I mentioned, there are some turns in it that don't quite make sense. That's not her fault, but it just was something that bugged me. And then also Jake Gyllenhaal is in it. He's not in a whole hell of a lot. He's gone for a lot of the body of like Act 2 and the beginning of Act 3. But he's good for what he's in. The acting, top notch. Last thing, point number four, the cinematography and the music. The music is scarce and tender, very strategically utilized, and works to great effect. The cinematography is really nice. It's set in northern Montana, so lots of beautiful landscapes, mountains, lots of close-up camera work going on here, which is nice and intimate, especially in regards to Joe. A lot of what we see in the more like emotional scenes or whatever is just Joe's face. It's just Joe's reactions to what's going on. And I think that narrow focus when it came to the cinematography was very effective in driving home the point of the movie. So yeah, that's Wildlife. Pretty quick review. It didn't blow my mind, but it's interesting and it's well performed, and there's some good stuff in there. Go see it if you have time. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you saw Wildlife, if you loved it, what you thought. I'm gonna go see Mid-90s, I think, this weekend, and then after that, I'm gonna be gone for a little while for my wedding. So share and subscribe and do all that bullshit if you like the video, and tell your friends, and don't forget to vote on Tuesday. Bye.